It's 200 years ago.
200 years old.
Wow. Okay.
The colors are beautiful.
Yeah. So it's patterns of bats.
Oh, bats.
So it's not so good last year.
Yeah.
But in Chinese traditional culture, when you pronounce it 蝙蝠, fu, it puns on the 幸福, fu, the same word, which means good luck, good fortune.
Oh.
Hi everybody and welcome to the Rise and Shine Show. It's 𝐿𝐸𝐹
Jennifer 𝐂𝐎. Jackie.
We're here to help you F your way to success. And now you're probably wondering, what are we doing? Well, I'm wearing a Vietnamese outfit.
Okay, let's talk about it. Yes. So why is it different? What's the difference?
It's got a higher split,
Yeah.
and that's all I know.
And then it has, it has a high split. It looks similar, but it has a high split.
Yes.
And then you have pants with them. But like with the Chinese costumes
See?
that we wear,
We have a split, but it's
a
managed
bit
dress.
lower.
We don't wear pants.
Yeah.
And most
we don't wear
Vietnamese,
pants, we wear underwear.
of course, we wear pants.
Okay, now the reason why we're wearing this is because it's appropriate to the title of our video today. We're wanting to share with you ways to preserve your tradition or your culture because, you know, being migrated to Australia back in 1992, since I was so young, I've kind of lost my tradition, to be honest. And I really want to, you know, bring it back, especially now I have kids. And also, but then we're here to bring a special guest because I guess I'm not an expert when it comes to preserving culture. I don't know about you ladies, but for today we have a special guest. Her name is Rachel Ma. She's a health practitioner as well as a founder of a real estate advertising platform called 𝐂𝐎𝐶, as well as some other titles like university lecturer and guest speaker at Harvard University. I'm proud to have her as a client at Outsourcing Angel as well. So please put your hands together for Rachel. And look at her in her Chinese outfit. Ni hao. Is that hello?
Yes,
Ni hao. So
Yeah.
I guess everyone can say ni hao. I'm going to
Ni
mention about
hao.
it. How
Yeah.
means good.
Yeah. And so we brought Rachel because she also has an exciting new business. It's called TutuHaoyi.
Yeah.
It's really about Chinese arts and how to preserve it. And I was really fascinated in that it's kind of like her legacy to keep her Chinese art and kind of be proud and help others to also understand the true meanings of art, because sometimes it could be Chinese whispers and go, I think this means that, I think that means that, and then eventually you lose your complete culture.
And learning to appreciate, I think, what the Asian culture, in particular today, is the Chinese culture and the Chinese art.
Yes.
Yeah, but just a quick question. If you could actually explain what
Hao-yi means.
𝐂𝐎𝐿 means,
Well, tu means picture, and second tu means picture too. And hao means good, as I just said. Yi means meaning. So put them together, which means every picture has a good meaning.
Wow.
Yeah.
So TutuHaoyi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
TutuHaoyi.
Yeah. So I guess everyone can say ni hao from Jackie Chan's movie. So I think it's very easy to remember. Well, it has to go back to what I have done before and what leads to what I'm doing now. And when I first immigrated from China to New Zealand, I was practicing medicine before, and as my parents always say, just this is your job and this is your lifetime job. I thought, is it really it? Then when I moved to New Zealand, everything of course started from the beginning. Then I did further study and work in healthcare system and thought, well, this is I can achieve. This is one of the health professionals can help people and improve their lives. What else can I do when I'm just tied up in the family, work, mortgage? Then I thought, okay, everything else put it behind. Then I thought, something I really like when I was back in China is there. I just put behind. I don't want to forget it. There must be an opportunity for me to pick up. So when I went back to visit my parents in Shanghai, then I met a few more friends who are still persisting the dream in art. And then I saw their artworks and see one of my friends who's doing the research in Chinese art. I thought that's a great project, but everything is in paperwork. And I thought, okay, I have done a website. I know how to design it. Then I thought, okay, I can put my friend's Dr. 𝐂𝐈𝐓𝐇's research work into digital form, so it can spread to the world and share with many other people, because Dr. 𝐂𝐈𝐓's English is so good, and he's the PhD in the UCL in UK. So major in English linguistics. So I thought this is a great opportunity. I can provide what I can do so that we can preserve Chinese culture and art and share with many other people. Yeah.
Wow, that is so amazing, because for what that alone, I mean, you've really gapped the language barrier, because we did have a language barrier because over the years, I mean, we understand, I mean, my heritage is from China and so is yours. So we understand that the richness in Chinese history and Chinese culture and the influences it has still rippling through society today, but we don't actually understand. So through his work, we can now trace back and get a better understanding on, it's like when we're doing something, where did it come from? How do we do that? We can now trace it back to the origin, which is so exciting.
Yes, yes. I remember when I was in China, my parents are very strict with me. Just study, study, study. So tiger mom.
Most Asians,
When we practice Chinese tradition, it's kind of the second or put behind. And when I moved over, migrated to New Zealand or again to Australia, this kind of culture is put aside further. I'm not. I work with Australian colleagues, so I don't practice Chinese culture that much because I want to mingle with other people from other cultures.
Yeah, and that's my challenge too. I mean, especially like I came when I was 9, and then I'm married to an Italian, and then now my kids are mixed race, and my parents don't even live in the same city as me, so I feel really out of touch with my culture, and then I don't live in an Asian area, and I don't eat Asian food as much. So there's that part of me that's inkling and going like, how do I not only preserve the culture for myself, but for my kids as well?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I was born here. I mean, my parents are originally from China, from Shanghai, but you know, I was born in Sydney, and so I kind of lost that on the way. And you know, you go through some kind of identity crisis ourselves as Asians born in the Western culture. But you know, I really at that stage is, especially after kids, you want to preserve, and I want to teach them more about the Asian culture and you know how to.
And so when I was looking at, can you share some of those photos there? It's like when she was sharing some of these. You know, artwork, it starts to make me feel, oh my God, it's just, you know, those beautiful side of life. It's not all about money, working, it's this kind of art always makes you feel this thing.
So you know how you mentioned before that they all have a meaning. So every art that you're showing us,
are you able to share some examples?
Sure. Let me impress you first.
Yes, I'm already impressed looking at that.
This one is just a porcelain plate, which was just auctioned a few days ago in Christie's in New York. Guess how much it was sold?
Oh my gosh.
In the millions? I don't know when you
In
say.
Yongzheng period, which is around 300 years ago.
300 years ago. Wow.
Excellent.
Wow. How much would that be? I would.
300,000.
US dollars. And 437,500.
And then what does it mean?
So it's not only just a floral picture. It has meanings when it has magnolia and crab apple and peony. They put together, actually it's a pun. All right, it has meaning in it, and puns on just like it wishes your house is like jade house and is honored with wealth and prestige.
So it's good luck.
So it's a little poem with it that actually has a deep, meaningful thing. So it's not just like we don't understand it, so we just see it as flowers, nice,
and it's not worth anything when you don't understand.
A deep message. With that,
So it's a similar one. It's the courtesy of the National Palace Museum of Taipei. This is a similar composition. So magnolia, crab apple, and peony. Same meaning. So there's a tradition there.
So what does that mean? Does each flower have a certain meaning? Like what like?
It works on pun. So pictures, sometimes it has a symbolic. Sometimes it puns on the other words.
Right.
Like
to
pun,
express
P-U-N.
some meaning.
Yeah.
I can show you. There's a pun which is very interesting. If you can recognize it,
Oh wow.
it works this way.
Okay, it works.
It looks the same in every way for me.
It
but
looks.
yes,
It's 200 years ago.
200 years
Oh
old.
wow.
The
Okay.
colors are beautiful.
Yeah. So it's patterns of bats.
Oh,
Ah,
So it's not so good last year.
Yeah. Not a good resemblance. Yeah.
But in Chinese traditional culture, when you pronounce it 蝙蝠, fu, it puns on the 幸福, fu, the same word, which means good luck, good fortune. So in traditional Chinese art, we love the bat on the in the pictures. So we are expressing our good wish that we want to be lucky and have good fortune.
Yeah, prosperity.
So prosperity.
Do you know why is it that Chinese are so what do you call it, superstitious, or like I kind of like, you know, believe certain things bring good luck? Like they're all big on numbers.
Yeah, like the numbers or certain colors or certain.
Well, when we say superstitious, that's another topic. Well, we just say we wish for the good things, all right? In Western culture, we do have the same similar situation. We do want to wish for good, say, prosperity in our lives and good things happen to our family, career. So it's the same. I will not mention that superstition.
Yeah, I guess Chinese just have more symbols and things to represent things that they follow.
And we express ideas subtly, not like in Western culture we speak up
Yes,
what we
like,
want.
I want money versus like I might have an object.
Yeah, in a different way.
Yes,
Express it in a different.
I like it in a way, although in the Western culture I speak up more straightforward.
Yeah.
But in terms of gifts, you can't say I just give you money, but you want to give gifts, right? So express your good wish, goodwill to other people. So let me just use an example.
And the other thing about this that she was sharing is that there are a lot of fakes out there as well.
Oh,
And so with her website and what she does, it really helps people to identify what's real, what's not as well.
Yes. The motifs has meanings, but when fake items are produced, they sort of not know the tradition of it, and then they mix the wrong elements. When they try to copy, but when they don't understand what actually means, they did the wrong.
And they skip little bits.
So that's how you know. It's not
Dr. Ni knows about it very well. So I'm just doing. I'm co-founder of this website. So Dr. Ni produced all the content. I do the editing, I do the web designing, I do the promotion, marketing, and everything else.
Wow. So, but everything goes back to education, isn't it? So we go there.
I was just going to say, like, you know, the only thing I know about these dresses is like it's a traditional dress, right? And so I kind of like, you know, wear or not wear, I don't have much connection with it. But then if I really spent time researching and go, when was it created? What does it mean in the way it's made? And I think this is really kind of motivated me to have some sort of session with my kids and kind of learn more about
to them more about
as in let's do an assignment on like researching, you know, different Vietnamese traditions and when it existed, what does it mean, all that stuff. It just brings so much more value and excitement to what you're wearing or doing.
Because there's definitely an emotional connection where you understand it. So going back to what Rachel was talking about, I mean, I love the website that she does because it helps so many people out there. I mean, again, what's the website called again?
TutuHaoyi.
TutuHaoyi.
Yeah, we'll put it in the comments.
Because you need to go there. If you're interested in Chinese art, you need to go there and do the research, do the learning before participating in things.
And even with art, right, we go to a museum and because we don't understand and we don't research, we don't appreciate it.
I remember once I was in one of the famous museums in Victoria, that's in Melbourne, and I just saw a young couple, about 20 years old, just walked past by when I was watching the porcelain plates and food dogs, and the girl just say, "This kind of things freak me out." And I thought, oh my God, they are just auspicious meaning. You should not say that it's freaking you out. It's actually good wishes.
Yeah.
It's just because those people did not have good education.
Yeah,
they're not education knowledge.
Yeah, and I think we have a big part to play, especially you know, we're mums, we're parents, and it's like if I don't proactively, you know, learn of these things and then start to pass it on to my kids will eventually will be saying those things, and then the whole tradition will be gone.
So what are you doing currently to, you know?
Zero things. The only thing I do is whenever I bring them back to Melbourne, they'll start to eat some Vietnamese food, and I love it because, it's like I only know what I'm missing until it's there, and then they start to, my parents will speak some Vietnamese, and they would, you know, pick up a few things. But I really wish that I would do more, you know?
Yeah. For students, I actually can introduce you this one. This is osmanthus. Basically, it's just a basic motif. It's on the bowl. But why is it like painted on the bowl? Because the Chinese love it. Let me show you this one. This is a vase made in Kangxi period. That's 300 years ago. This actually is a lady called Chang'e. When you look at the other side of it, there are scholars there. So what it means, this lady is holding a branch of osmanthus blossom. She's giving to one of them, the scholars. Yeah. So it means one of you will be the top contestant in the exams. So whoever gets it will be the champion.
So how much would this be worth?
Oh, I don't know. It's in the museum. This courtesy of the Metropolitan Museum of Art. That's in New York.
Yeah. You know, the other thing you raised that was really interesting was you said a lot of Westerners are even more fascinated and doing a great job at preserving Chinese culture than the Chinese people.
Yeah. Have been in many Facebook groups and on Instagram, social media and stuff, and frequently we get questions about what this picture means. Okay. On one side, we can tell you the story of what it actually means. It has an inferred meaning of what they are actually doing, all right? They have another meaning, say, we remind you of doing this, or we have good wishes of you doing something better, or wish your house, family, offspring, that kind of areas we have to express our good wishes. There's another thing. Let me just introduce you. This is a plate. This is courtesy of British Museum, and just like a lady reading a book, and there's a spider coming from the sky.
Right. Yeah.
So
What is this?
what it means? It means
I think it's spider. We'll be like, freaking out.
Yeah. Why do we talk?
And it's such a small, fine detail.
Yes.
Significant.
Yeah. If you can read Chinese, then you will know. It means 喜从天降. It means unexpected good luck is descending on you.
So we should actually.
So we should be really
excited when the spiders come down.
Auspicious meaning.
It's like they always say we have a special guest, or we have a guest now.
Yeah. It works on pun because spider in Chinese can be pronounced as 喜猪. So when we say 喜, it means it puns on the other 喜 means happiness.
Right, yes. So everything is the message is towards auspiciousness, meaning and good meanings.
Are you able to show us more about the fruits here? Since
God,
because you brought these for a purpose.
On purpose.
And on purpose, not for a purpose, but I guess at the end of the day, if you want to preserve culture, it's all about education, learning more about everything. And I didn't know peaches.
I see a lot of peaches, but I don't understand the real meaning behind the peaches.
Lynn has always looked at a peach, and
It's a peach.
Is a peach.
It's a peach.
So what else can a peach be besides a peach? So Rachel, tell us.
Yeah, in Chinese there's a long story about this peach. and Dr. Ni can explain to you more in detail next time if you invite him. Yeah, it's actually a symbol for a long life.
Right.
So when we present this on someone's birthday, express your good wish to the person that wish you long life. And it's very good to give it to the older people. When they have birthday parties. And of course we have some other motifs like cranes and other things to
and it's not necessary because it's the most expensive fruit. It's like it's just a fruit that has a meaning.
So Rachel, if that's not in season, then they make this. So let's say if the fruit's in season, they give that. But if the fruit's not in season,
is that a picture of a peach?
Yeah.
Is that meant to look like? Okay, I had no idea.
So this is why I love going to Chinese birthday parties, because at the end of the birthday party, we have cake, but we always have this. So this is it's like a tao.
Yeah, it's a.
What's the word?
Tao.
Yeah.
When we say shou tao means for the long life. Peach for the long life.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's long life and yummy too.
Yeah, we can put different ingredients in it, but this one is red.
So what is it made out of?
Okay, let's try it.
Let's try it out.
Okay. I wish you all long life.
Yeah.
So long life.
Cheers.
Yeah. So inside it's got red beans.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just opening mine.
Cheers.
It's sweet.
I love buns. And I love sweet things. So this is like a dessert.
Does the red bean mean anything? No. So whatever's inside, but it's more like the representation of the. No.
Okay.
Well, since we don't have all day, our videos are maxing out. I gotta eat fast as well. But I guess what would be a takeaway that you would give to the audience, especially mums and dads, who are generation, like I guess like us, where we've lived here for a long time, our kids are Eurasians, and we're losing touch. What are some of the tips that you could share to help us preserve?
Well, when you live in another country, which is good that you are enjoying another culture, make yourself stand out in a way that you preserve your culture. You are preserving it in a way that your children and your next generation will be very proud that my parents have got such a vast amount of experience and knowledge, and they contribute to this country as well as preserving their own traditions. So that makes you stand out as you.
So ask question. I think the one thing is, we've also got parents who have come from the Asian cultures, and for me, like, is asking people questions about their culture and become more like interested and asking, okay, why is this rather than just going ahead with the tradition, is why do we have this tradition? Why do we wear these particular why do we eat these particular food? Because everything, like from what we see today, has a meaning.
We can Google it for them.
Exactly.
Maybe our parents are just doing what their parents did, and they never even asked questions.
Why
what would be your takeaway for you
I think
today?
for me is, I think even when I came over and I was young, I was so busy integrating. It was just like what Rachel was doing when she went to New Zealand. We're all so busy integrating, just like you, Lynn, coming over and just try so hard to integrate, that we sometimes feel like we need to leave our history behind, our culture behind, in order to fully integrate. But there's nothing wrong with that, but I think for me is, once we've integrated, we need to reflect back and then have a look at it, because sharing our culture is also contribution to the people around us. So living in Australia, sharing our culture, whether it's, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be Chinese, Vietnamese or Indian or whatever, whichever culture that we're sharing, that we're bringing in, is contribution to the people around us, so to enrich our society a little bit more.
Well, thank you so much, Rachel, for being here with us. We've learnt so much, and definitely check out TutuHaoyi website, because amazing stories and artwork, and I'm so impressed with how many years it's, how old it is, and the value it is. So check it out, and thank you so much for watching. If you like more videos like this, there's more for you to watch. And thank you so much. Bye for now. Lynn Fedeli here.
Jennifer Kaya.
Jackie Ashley.
Bye now. And remember, a peach is never just a peach.